Hi, I'm Mary Kay Baum.
And I'm Dan Folkman.
Dan, did you hear that the Wisconsin Legislature is now accepting redistricting maps?
Really? Does that mean we can send our maps to both the commission and the state legislature?
Yes. In fact, all we have to do is transfer them.
Transfer? I've never done that before.
Well, we'll take it in small steps. First, go to your computer. Then go to the People's Maps Commission at portal.wisconsin-mapping.org.
Mary Kay, I got it. So here I am at my computer, and I'm going to enter the address up here at the top of my screen.
Yes, portal.wisconsin-mapping.org.
And I hit return.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am in the portal for the People's Maps Commission. Now, Mary Kay, what do I scroll down?
Yes, you're going to scroll down to the search bar, which is under the submission gallery heading.
Okay.
And see that on your left, but look to the right for advanced search. Because what you told me is that you don't know the code to your map, and we're going to find it just from your name.
All right, so here's the advanced search, and now I'm going to click on it.
Mm-hmm. And now you have some information to fill in, some lines to fill in. All I want you to fill in is author, which is your last name.
All right, I'm going to fill in my last name.
Mm-hmm. Then you click on is a little search button, and you click on search.
Clicking on search.
Mm-hmm. And anything that had been submitted under that last name would come up. And that's your wonderful presentation there. So that is what you're happy with it, and you want to send it over to the legislature, right?
Right. So I'm going to click on my map.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it opens up. And there's my map.
Yes.
But I need to go to view it in Districtr. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So I click on view on Districtr.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see my map showing up. It's down here in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Let me zoom in.
Yeah, take a look to make sure it's still what you want to send over to the legislature. Dan, you should make a note of your URL address. Now let's see if your map uses the 2020 census data. So click on evaluation and read to me what the population of Wisconsin shows.
Okay, I'm going to click on evaluation. And I see, Wisconsin total population is 5,790,925.
Yes, that was the population estimated in 2019. Now we need your map to use 2020 census data, and that's real easy to fix. Just go to your URL in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. We'll show you how to make the changes now. We remove ? portal. We slip in 2020 underline, and we top it off with a hashtag at the end.
I'm going to hit enter. There.
Okay.
Now I zoom in. That's my map.
Now you need to save it.
Let's check one more time that I'm in 2020.
Okay, the 2020 population does show 5,893,718. So now save it at the 3 bars.
And I go down the blocks, correct?
Correct.
And I click on it or enter. And here I am.
This might surprise you, but a new page appears, and on the bottom left is your new file name. It is in the format of block dash assignment dash your own unique numbers dot CSV. Note yourself the new assignment name and note where you are going to save it on your computer.
Well, Mary Kay, that's really important. I'm going to repeat it. I've got to remember the file name, and then I have to know where I'm going to be saving it on my hard drive. So once I've got that straight, I go over to the Save button over here, and I click on Save. And I get this statement, starting your block assignment file download. And I know this is going to be on the screen forever unless I hit the X button. So I hit the X button. Thank you, Mary Kay. I think we did a good job here.
Yes, Daniel, for saving it onto the hard drive. Now, finally, we're ready to go to the legislature's website. So open a new window on your computer.
Okay, I go up to the top of my screen and open a new window.
Yes, and enter this URL in your address line. The URL is drawyourdistrict.legis.wisconsin.gov.
Okay, I'll enter that in my address line, and I click on it.
Yes.
Oh, and here I am at Draw Your District, Wisconsin.
Yes, and we want to go to the part, they have names across the top, the one that's called Submit a Plan.
So I'll click on Submit a Plan.
Yes.
Oh, here I am.
Congratulations, Dan. You are now on the legislature's Submit a Plan page.
Okay, now let me fill out all this information. I start here with my first name, Daniel, and I'm going to enter that in here. And then my last name, and my email address, my street address,
be sure you don't miss your zip code, but it's just the 5-number zip code.
Okay, my zip code, my city, and Wisconsin's already filled in. So now I got all this information, and I scroll down to my organizations that I'm associated with. Now, Mary Kay, I've saved these, so I'm going to go and...
That's real smart.
And I'm just going to paste them right in here. And there they are. And my list of associations fits in one full line. Now, I understand that could be a problem. Is that right, Mary Kay?
Yes, they don't warn you, but I learned through experience that if it goes off the edge of the papers, it may look like it's there, but you'll actually get an error, and it messes up your whole thing. So they don't warn you, but keep it within that line.
Okay, that's a good point, and I just barely made it. So now the next thing is plan type, and there's several options here, and this legislative one you said hover over it because in parentheses it only says assembly. So I for a while thought, well, they aren't going to have a place for us to do a state senate plan, but if you hover over, you see it covers lots of legislative things, and including just putting one in, or a region of Senate districts, or a cluster, or the whole state all in assembly districts. There's a lot of flexibility. But I think most of the people watching this will probably be going down to the third option, right? Oh, community of interest. And that's certainly mine. So I'm doing a community of interest.
Yes.
All right, very good. Now,
Okay,
Mary Kay, now I have to enter my description of my neighborhood or my community of interest. I've already written that out, and I have it saved, so I'm just going to paste it right here. And I'm going to, at the end of the last sentence, I just hit return or enter. And as I did that, it shows me that I've got 676 characters out of a maximum of 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you've said there was some issues about this. You want to?
Yes, I'll point out that the characters, they're counting every space as a character, or every comma is a character. And so it gets, you get a lot of characters without realizing it. And I think also if you get really close to the 2,000, I thought I was being really smart by using every space I could. But then an error came out. They didn't have enough rows to put it on or something. So I just learned it's far better to maybe aim for 250 words. Yours is so well within the number of characters. And so that's my suggestion on that.
Oh yeah, that's a really good suggestion. To keep thinking about 250 words will clearly get you within the boundaries of their 2,000 character limit.
The other questions I get are often, is it okay to complain about the way you're currently gerrymandered? And this is the one place you can do that. I understand, Dan, that your small neighborhood, not even large enough to be an assembly district, was divided into several assembly districts.
Yeah, I say right here, this community was divided into 3 separate assembly districts and 2 Senate districts for no apparent reason. This made representing our needs and interests difficult because we had to approach 3 assembly representatives and 2 senators for each concern. This was an unnecessary burden that must be corrected in our 2021 redistricting plan. So that's my little notice.
That's excellent. That it's your only chance to really give that kind of feedback.
Okay. Thank you, Mary Kay. Now, they want me to choose my file. So let me click on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it goes to my hard drive again. And now I have to go exactly to where my file was saved. And that's what I'm doing here. And I pick up and I highlight my file that's saved on my hard drive, and the word down here, open. I just click on open, and there it is. I chose my file, and that's the name of my file, and it's taken off of my hard drive.
So the first step in that was to click on choose, right? Or choose.
Yes.
Yeah. That was hard for me to figure out what they wanted me to do. And so I'm glad you showed it to us. Thank you.
Okay. And now I have to certify that I'm a legal resident of Wisconsin. I am a legal resident. And I understand that this information is subject to Wisconsin Open Records. Everything and anything that I've submitted, I want people to see and talk about. So I certify.
Good.
And, I am not a robot, so I'm going to say that. I'm not a robot. And now, Mary Kay, I'm ready to click on Submit. This submission is unique ID, so this little bit of information is very interesting.
Yes, and you'd probably write down that number. It's going to also show on the submissions, the page that shows all the submissions.
If you're experiencing technical difficulties with this website or uploading a file, please email LTSB Technical Services. So this is really, after you've submitted, it's telling you it'll take 5 or 20 minutes, tells you how you can find your map, and it's telling you technical assistance. So I'm feeling pretty excited, Mary Kay.
You should be, and but mostly Dan. I want to thank you for what you've done today. It's good for democracy, and you also help spread the word, and all of us should spread the word so more people give their feedback. This is so important. It's going to last 10 years, whatever the final redistricting is, and those involved need to know the impact on people's lives. So thank you again, Dan.
And thank you for your help.